"This is your ghost, Toby," said the signalman. "His name's really Bertram, but we call him the Old Warrior because he's so brave."
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Monica's Train Yard Model Showcase. And today I have something I'm really excited to show you all. This is something that I have shown off on my community post, if you haven't seen those, and if you have, you probably know what this is. But I haven't really made a dedicated video on him yet, and I kind of wanted to give him a bit of time in the spotlight. So without further ado, let's roll him into shot. This is my Gauge 1 Bertram prop replica. Interestingly, his original wooden railway model does in fact portray him as a tank engine. He has some red detailed parts, of course, alongside a bunker, and on his nameplates, which he doesn't have any nameplates, but the thing on them, there's a sort of isometric something that looks like an L. I don't think it's supposed to be an L though. I think it's just supposed to be like an isometric thing to make it look 3D on the model, so I don't think there was actually going to be an L on Bertram's nameplates. But I could be wrong, but that's just my personal opinion. My model is heavily based on the TV series, but I did want to take some creative liberties and portray him as a tank engine. So without further ado, let's get into it. As I mentioned earlier, I do in fact portray him as a tank engine on this model. And as you can see, he has a coal bunker like so, which can easily be taken off and is held on with a bit of blue tack or pink tack or whatever you want to use. I'm using pink tack here. I would use blue tack, but I have mixtures of blue and pink tack. So now, interestingly, his original wooden railway model does in fact portray him as a tank engine. I presume that the makers probably got sent some reference material or concept drawings of Bertram and the tank engine for them. This is I actually have his wooden railway model here to demonstrate. He features a coal bunker, some of his parts are red, and there's this like little L thing on a saddle. I think this is supposed to be an isometric thing to simulate the nameplates, but I could be wrong. And some minor differences here and there. So Bertram has a quite extensive history behind him as a character, and admittedly a very troubled production in bringing him to the big screen. However, I continue to love Bertram as a character because there's so much you don't know about him that you can really take your own liberties. And that is what inspired me to make this model. He is modified with proper piston rods, which is something that my other models don't have. I just custom made them out of styrene sheet. But these are actual piston rods, sourced from an 00 gauge triangle. This one the prop wouldn't have, not this particular make, but along those lines. And he actually runs fairly well with them. Free roll here to demonstrate. It's a fairly simple modification. I just had to drill a hole in the wheels, and from that I attached a screw. I sanded the things where you put the pin into the side rod so it can fit onto the screw, and then I had the pistons, just get my words out, attached on each side, as so. These are also 00 gauge. And for this I did have to drill a bit into the actual piston itself because these are too small to fit, so it's a bit of a clunky modification, but it does the job and it runs fairly smoothly. Sometimes it may be a bit bumpy, and sometimes the side rollers will come loose, but that's easily fixable, like you fine. I'm very pleased with the end result, to be honest. It's a massive step up from the original custom-made ones that I've made for my other engines. He is painted using acrylic paint. Unfortunately, I don't have any primer or anything, so it's just the base. It's just the bare plastic, and I'm just painting over with a triple paint brush, and then I cover it with a gloss varnish. I do admit sometimes the paint can be a bit clunky, but I'm just going to work with what I have. In future models, maybe I will start using primer stuff, but I don't have those sorts of materials on me at the moment. But for what it is, I think it's a fairly good paint job. This servo, of course, is for the iMech. It's just left and right. I didn't install up and down one. The funnel is a mixture of a broken off piece of the paintbrush and two tops of the servo ring with the little rock thing cut off. Things like these two domes are made with oven making clay, and of course he is all put together with poly cement. The face is also oven baking clay, hand painted by me using acrylic paint again. Now I think it's pretty good, to be honest. Some people may disagree. I think it's pretty good for what it is. It's not perfect, but I think it's, to be honest, in life. And then the eyes are done with a similar method. For some reason they came with smooth ones, like lighting, just because we only had to put of course he has blancos like the actual prop would have had. These are just styrene black. It's cut into little sections, and then I just blue tack them on the canvas, so you can see. He does have a removable roof, which is very efficient for maintenance. Here hooks are again just styrene pieces, and you can put like Lego chains on them. What I do is I have a Lego chain. I'll just demonstrate with these two wagons here, and I cut the ends off and then cut the sides and then slightly expand the inside and then so it can fit onto it. And I think it's a very well done system. Now, probably my favourite part of this model is his chassis, which is removable. As you can see, I'm not going to completely remove it because I don't want any giant side rods or anything like that. This is done by having 2 Lego bricks on each side. But they're not Lego bricks, they're own brand Lego bricks. So they're like these little things. They're replaceable. And the sides of the motor plop onto these, which holds it in place, and then it's covered around by these styrene heat sections, which cut up from the main eye. I think this system works really well, so he could very well just be a shell, and nothing would happen. And if I were to take off, I could easily, he's not like glued to the chassis like my other locomotive, so it's a lot more efficient for maintenance, which I really like, because say if I wanted to make a Duke, I could easily just have this shell available and then have the Duke shell, and you could just swap them over between the two, you know, something along those lines. But yeah, it's a very efficient helpful system, which I'm glad I implemented. I think that's going to be it for this video. I've already made this as long as I can. My editing software is probably not going to like it, no doubt. Before I go though, a quick thank you to Sparrow on the screen now, who was originally going to give me a tender and a saddle tanker, some faces from their old Duke model. Unfortunately, we just couldn't work around it, and it didn't end up coming to be, but they gave me so much tips on making the model like this, and I feel like it really paid off, so a big thank you to them, and thanks to you all for watching my videos. I hope you all enjoyed this model showcase. I hope it's a nice Christmas gift to you all. Thanks so much for getting my channel to where it has been. And a quick showcase of this face, which I originally made for Smudger, because he actually has the same boiler from my Generate Smudger model. That is Rain, like, oh yeah, I'm going to make a Bertram, because he didn't want just a spare boiler lying around. This can fit on, it's slightly darker shade of grey. This face. And the eyes are from my old models boiler thing. Yeah. I think I've already made this video long enough, so I'll see you guys next time. Have a Merry Christmas. Bye now.